Hello class 12th. Today we will discuss pollen pistil interaction. Right? So to understand this pollen pistil interaction, you people have to revise microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis and pollination. Okay? Then after you can understand pollen pistil interactions very well. So let's start the topic. Pollen pistil interaction is what? It's a group of events that occur from the time of pollen deposition over the stigma to the time of pollen tube entry into the ovule. So by this information, now we get it very clearly. Pollen pistil interaction starts when pollen land on the stigma, and it completes when the pollen tube get entry into the ovule. Right? So all the processes, all the events which starts from here and which complete when the pollen tube will get entry into the ovule. All the processes which comes under this combinedly known as pollen pistil interaction. Okay. For the pollen pistil interaction, the pollen and the stigma should be of same species. Okay. The gene present inside the pollen and the pistil दोनों क्या होने चाहिए? लगभग सेम होने चाहिए, एक ही स्पीसीज के होने चाहिए. Okay. Then only the dialogue will complete. The pollen pistil interaction is a chemical dialogue. Okay. Which complete when the chemical जो पोलन के अंदर है और जो स्टिग्मा के अंदर है वो क्या हो? Similar हो and will match with each other. Then only the chemical messenger can transfer and can match with each other. Okay, and the chemical dialogue will complete after that, and that set the pollen pistil interaction. तभी स्टिग्मा क्या करेगा? पोलन को रिसीव करेगा. Okay, stigma having the power, stigma having the ability to identify the correct pollen. Okay, the pollen should be correct. I'm just going to explain you this correct pollen, okay, by this diagram. Just to see here, blue color, red color and black color. Three pollen are there, and the different color indicating about these pollen belongs to different species. Okay, let's start it with the blue color. The blue color pollen is of different species and the stigma is of different species. Right? So the stigma will not receive this pollen because the chemical which present inside the pollen and the chemical which is in the stigma दोनों different है. So these two chemical will not match with each other. The chemical dialogue will not complete. Okay, so this pollen will reject by the stigma and that will get out. The pollen pistil interaction will not complete. Okay, so this is called non-compatibility. The pollen pistil interaction is not complete, so this is non-compatibility. Okay, this another pollen which here by black color is also of the different species. So that pollen will also reject by stigma, and here also the pollen pistil interaction will not complete. So this is also the example of non-compatibility. Right? But when you will see this red color pollen, okay, this red color pollen and the stigma दोनों एक ही species के हैं. Okay, so in that condition the chemical dialogue will complete क्योंकि दोनों में जो केमिकल है वो लगभग सिमिलर है, दोनों सेम स्पीसीज को बिलोंग करते हैं इसलिए. ओके, सो आफ्टर दैट द स्टिग्मा विल रिसीव दैट पोलन. ओके, एंड द पोलन पिस्टिल इंटरेक्शन विल स्टार्ट. नाउ दिस इज कॉल्ड कंपैटिबिलिटी. व्हेन द स्टिग्मा विल रिसीव द पोलन, ओके, completely, so this is called compatibility. right? So here we have seen the stigma is only the organ of the flower which having the ability to identify the correct pollen. So this red pollen is the correct pollen. Okay, got it now? Now it is very important to understand about the pollen structure first of all. Already this I taught you, but here this we have to revise. If you will see the structure of pollen, so here you can see the outermost layer axine, then inner one is intine, inside it cytoplasm is present, and the pollen having the two cells. One larger cell is called vegetative cell, which is also called the tube cell, and another smaller cell which is floating on the cytoplasm of vegetative cell is called generative cell. Okay, if you will see the axine, so you know it very well कि पोलन की जो एक्साइन लेयर होती है that is very much resistive for all the environmental factors. Okay, and it is not easy to react with this axine. Then you will see here the gap, the pore present in that layer. जहां पे ये पोर होते हैं वहां पे एक्साइन लेयर नहीं होती है. Okay, and these pore are known as germ pore. If you will see this complete diagram, then you will see one vegetative cell or tube cell is there and one generative cell is there. So two cells are there. So in this condition, the pollen is in two cell stage. Pollen two cell stage में है. एक ट्यूब सेल है जिसे हम वेजिटेटिव सेल भी बोलते हैं और एक क्या है, जनरेटिव सेल है. Got it? So this is two cell stage of pollen. So when the pollen pistil interaction starts properly, स्टिग्मा ने पोलन को रिसीव कर लिया है एंड दिस बोथ बिलोंग्स टू द सेम स्पीसीज और प्रोसेस बहुत अच्छे से स्टार्ट हो गई है. ओके, द पोलन इज कंप्लीटली रिसीव बाय स्टिग्मा. सो आफ्टर दैट यहां पे प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो गई और जैसे ही प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हुई है उस टाइम पे नाउ बोथ नो टू ईच अदर, दोनों एक दूसरे को अच्छे से पहचान गए हैं. दे आइडेंटिफाई टू ईच अदर प्रॉपरली. अभी ये मेहमान है और ये होस्ट है. सो जैसे हम मेहमान को घर में आने के बाद रिफ्रेशमेंट देते हैं, ठीक है, द सिमिलरली दिस स्टिग्मा इज ऑल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग अ स्पेशल काइंड ऑफ न्यूट्रिटिव जूस और सॉल्यूशन यू कैन से. दिस स्टिग्मा विल सीक्रेट दैट. Okay, so stigma will secrete a nutritive solution. Okay, basically this is known as a special sugar. Right? So the stigma will secrete this special sugar जिसमें बहुत सारे nutritive components होते हैं. Okay, now this nutritive sugar will absorb by pollen, although axine layer जो pollen की बाहर की layer है that will not allow it, but the pollen will absorb it by germ pore and that is the importance of the germ pore. ठीक है, इसीलिए germ pore की यहां पे presence होती है. If germ pore is not there, so pollen तो कभी भी इस न्यूट्रिटिव सॉल्यूशन को एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर पाएगा एंड द फर्दर प्रोसेस विल नॉट स्टार्ट. ओके, सो द पोलन विल एब्जॉर्ब दिस न्यूट्रिटिव सॉल्यूशन बाय germ pore. So when the pollen will absorb it, inside the pollen the chemical reactions will start again. Okay, ये जो शुगर है जब ये पोलन के अंदर जाएगी तो पोलन के अंदर जो केमिकल प्रेजेंट है विल मैच, विल रिएक्ट विद दिस शुगर एंड विल स्टार्ट द अनदर केमिकल रिएक्शंस. व्हाट दीज केमिकल रिएक्शंस आर? वेजिटेटिव सेल और जनरेटिव सेल दोनों में ये प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो जाती है. ओके, इन वेजिटेटिव सेल पहले हम बात करते हैं the larger cell of the pollen, जो बड़ी सेल है पोलन की. Okay, what happened after the pollen will absorb the nutritive juice? तो वेजिटेटिव सेल में क्या होता है पहले वो देखते हैं. Okay, after the absorption of the valuable sugar solution, the vegetative cell become activate and start the formation of pollen tube. Okay, ये जो पोलन ट्यूब दिख रही है ये वेजिटेटिव सेल से बनी है, इस वेजिटेटिव सेल से. सो ये जो न्यूट्रिटिव सॉल्यूशन है इसकी यही इंपॉर्टेंस है. इट एक्टिवेट द वेजिटेटिव सेल विच इज कॉल्ड द ट्यूब सेल, क्योंकि वो पोलन ट्यूब बना रही है इसलिए उसे ट्यूब सेल भी बोलते हैं. ओके, राइट, गॉट द फंक्शन ऑफ द वेजिटेटिव सेल हियर. So when the pollen tube will synthesize, it will get entry inside the stigma and through it will go through with this style portion and will reach to the ovary. Okay, this pollen tube synthesized by the vegetative cell which is also known as tube cell. और वो उसने कैसे किया? By absorbing this sugar which comes from stigma. Got it? Now the another hand, generative cell also become active. जनरेटिव सेल भी एक्टिव होती है और जनरेटिव सेल में आफ्टर एब्सॉर्बिंग द न्यूट्रिटिव सॉल्यूशन, जनरेटिव सेल में क्या होता है? माइटोसिस सेल डिवीजन होता है. कौन सा सेल डिवीजन होता है? माइटोसिस. एंड बाय दिस माइटोसिस सेल डिवीजन, वन जनरेटिव सेल डिवाइड इनटू two new daughter cells. Now in this case, बहुत सारे एंजियोस्पर्मिक फ्लावर्स में जो पोलन होता है वो पोलन ट्यूब बनने से पहले ही यहां पे माइटोसिस प्रोसेस स्टार्ट हो जाती है आफ्टर गेटिंग द सॉल्यूशन. ओके, और यहां पे जेनेटिव सेल पहले ही 2 सेल्स में डिवाइड हो जाती है. सो इन दैट केस हमें 3 सेल स्टेज दिखती है, 1 वेजिटेटिव सेल एंड 2 जनरेटिव सेल आफ्टर माइटोसिस. सो दैट टाइम द पोलन इज ऑफ इन 3 सेल स्टेज. ओके, बट मैक्सिमम में क्या होता है, जो जनरेटिव सेल है वो बाद में डिवाइड होती है. कुछ में पहले हो गई सो 3 सेल स्टेज आ गई, अदरवाइज कुछ में बाद में डिवाइड होगी. दैट वी विल डिस्कस. ओके, ये कैसे होता है. Before that, we have to understand one more thing here. If you will notice this pollen tube, so here the style portion, this style portion is empty from inside. खाली है बिल्कुल. So it is very easy to synthesize the pollen tube here, और pollen tube बहुत easily नीचे पहुंच जाती है ओवल तक. So here you can see in this diagram the female part. Style portion is hollow. Only epidermis layer is there. This is the epidermis layer around the membrane of it. Okay, but from the inside it is hollow. So this kind of style is known as hollow style. What this is known as? The hollow style. Where another hand you can see one another type of style. Here you can see the epidermis layer. This is epidermis, and from inside a mass of cell is present inside the epidermis layer. This mass of cell is made up of parenchymatous cell, and this synthesize the connective tissue. So this inner mass is known as connective tissue, having many parenchymatous cell. So when this pollen will start to synthesis the pollen tube here. So when this pollen will start to synthesis the pollen tube here. So this pollen tube will push all these inner mass cell and the pollen tube will synthesis from in between of it. Right? So in a solid style, it is little bit difficult to synthesis the pollen tube here. Although the parenchymatous cells help and secrete a special kind of lubricant, okay, which will help to the synthesis of pollen tube here, right? When the pollen tube will synthesis, so here जो ये जनरेटिव सेल टू न्यूक्लियस में डिवाइड हुई है, these nucleus will start to transfer into the pollen tube, okay? और मैक्सिमम जो एंजियोस्पर्म है उनमें जो माइटोसिस सेल डिवीजन है, दिस जनरेटिव सेल माइटोसिस सेल डिवीजन है, वो पोलन ट्यूब के अंदर होता है मैक्सिमम में, एंड दैट टाइम वी कॉल्ड इट द 3 सेल स्टेज, ओके, राइट? अब क्या होगा, व्हेन दीज 2 nuclei will transfer into the pollen tube, so what will happen? Above side the nuclei and behind it the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm will also go with it, okay? Now what will happen, the pressure of these parenchymatous cells will provide the pressure to the pollen tube and it can squeeze the pollen tube, okay? If pollen tube will squeeze, so chances क्या है कि ये जो न्यूक्लियस है अगर यहां पे स्क्वीज हो गया तो ये जो न्यूक्लियस है this will go back into the anther by the pressure of it, okay? So to avoid the reverse movement, to avoid the back movement, ठीक है, जैसे ही दोनों न्यूक्लियस आगे ट्रांसफर होते हैं, the pollen tube synthesis a special kind of blockage behind it, and this is called the callous plug. The callous plug is a barrier, okay, with synthesis behind these 2 nuclei and cytoplasm, and that avoid the chance of back force, okay, and back movement of these both nuclei. तो एक बार अगर पोलन ट्यूब के अंदर एंट्री हो गई तो फिर वापस जाने के चांसेस खत्म हो जाते हैं बाय दिस कैलोस प्लग. और जैसे ही दिस 2 न्यूक्लियाई विल रीच हियर, सपोज टू बी ये दोनों न्यूक्लियस यहां पहुंच गए हियर एंड बिहाइंड इट साइटोप्लाज्म, तो देन ऑल्सो द कैलोस प्लग विल synthesis here, okay? So in this whole tube you will see now the both nucleus are here, then you can see many callous plugs are here in this tube, okay? So these callous plug synthesis just after the interval of time, right, ये बनते जाएंगे and that will avoid the chance to come back into the tube again. Now at last both nucleus are here and these are ready to get entry into the ovule, okay? तो यहां पे एक चीज समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है and that is what, the filiform apparatus. This filiform apparatus is very important part of the ovule or which present nearby micropylar end. Actually this filiform apparatus will guide to both the nuclei from where they have to get entry and how they have to get entry inside the embryo sac, okay? So this filiform apparatus you keep in your mind. 2 more biological terms I have to explain you. When the one pollen tube will synthesis from one pollen, okay, so that time the pollen is known as monosiphonous. Monosiphonous means the one pollen is synthesizing one pollen tube only. But if from one pollen many pollen tube will arise, so that time it is called the polysiphonous, okay? If one pollen will give rise to many pollen tube, so that time this is known as polysiphonous. So please note down the monosiphonous and polysiphonous. Got it now? After that, when many pollen tube will get entry inside the stigma, so one will grow and other will degenerate. Okay, so this happen with the Polysiphonous type pollen. Okay, so children, this is all for today. Hope you got the topic very well. Okay, please draw the diagram. These diagrams also help you in the exam to get the good marks.